Good evening, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, inductees, honorary recipients, I would like to welcome you to the 2024 Brooklyn City School Hall of Fame induction ceremony. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome everybody this year to Brooklyn's Hall of Fame induction ceremony. My name is Dr. Ted Caleris. I'm the superintendent. It is absolutely great seeing so many familiar faces, old students. Don't tell any secrets, please. But it's great seeing everybody this evening. Tonight, we come together to celebrate the incredible achievements of individuals, teams, whose remarkable contributions have left an indelible mark on our Brooklyn community. To our distinguished inductees, this evening is about you. Your accomplishments in your respective fields and achievements have not only brought pride to Brooklyn, but have inspired countless others. You represent the best of Brooklyn and what it means to be part of this great city and this great school community. Whether through your leadership, dedication, or trailblazing efforts, each of you has helped us shape the legacy and tradition we honor tonight. Before we begin this evening, I would want to take a few minutes to acknowledge those in attendance that made the induction ceremony possible. I'd like to acknowledge our Board of Education members in attendance this evening. We have Mr. Rocky Neal. Mr. McCormick. Mr. McCormick. It's too early to start heckling. It's too early. Allison Rafter, another Board of Education member. Jason Hubble. Karam Hazrouni, who's also our Vice President, and our Board President, Kelly Crawl, could not be here this evening. I would like to recognize the Hall of Fame Board of Trustees and Committee that have put the work into making this event a proud tradition for our community, and welcoming Mr. Mark Zafka, who is also new to the district. So, Mark. Debbie Hall, our head volleyball coach. Jackie Holko, one of our staff members at the high school. Andy Selhertz, school community member and city councilman. Mr. Bob Hennings, longtime school community member and part of our booster club, so welcome, Bob. Kristen Field, one of our staff members at the high school. And once again, Miss Allison Rafter, our Board of Education member, but also part of the committee. Special recognition to Miss Melanie Vukmeyer, our athletics secretary, one of our unsung heroes in the district, and who behind the scenes makes everything go. So thank you, Mel. Special welcome to our mayor, city officials, administration, staff members, and specifically our students that are in attendance this evening. I want to acknowledge Mr. Mayor Ron Van Kirk, our high school principal, Matt Larson, our assistant superintendent, Lisa DeLeese, our director of operations and business manager, Ms. Sandy Neal, again, Mr. Mark Zafka, our director of athletics, and Miss Katie Harkleroad, our assistant principal at the high school. And lastly, I'd like to make a special mention to Mr. Harry McCormick, who traveled so far from here, and any of our current Hall of Fame members that are in attendance this evening. So if you're a current Hall of Fame member for Brooklyn City Schools, could you please stand? To our distinguished inductees, this evening is about you. Your accomplishments in your respective fields have not only brought pride to Brooklyn, but have inspired countless others. You represent the best of what it means to be part of this amazing school district and community. We gather to celebrate the induction of our esteemed alumni into the Brooklyn City Schools Hall of Fame. We come together not just to honor the achievements of the remarkable individuals and teams before us, but to recognize the powerful theme that unites all of us, the theme of telling our story. One of the themes that defines our daily work in our district is tradition, pride, and excellence. This drives who we are. This allows us to continuously reflect, learn, and ultimately work towards getting better one day at a time. Tradition, as we all know, is the backbone of any enduring legacy. It's the thread that weaves us together, the stories of those who have come before us and those who will follow. The tradition is the thread that connects our past to our present, guiding us as we shape our future. The long, rich tradition of the Brooklyn City Schools endures as evidenced by over 150 people here this evening to honor our alumni and faculty. So thank you for your attendance this evening. Excellence is the result of unwavering dedication, countless hours of hard work, and the pursuit of perfection. It's about pushing the boundaries of what is possible, setting high standards, and continuously striving to surpass them. Excellence doesn't happen overnight. It is the culmination of a lifelong commitment to the improvement. Excellence is achieved not only through sacrifice of those individuals, but the support, encouragement, and love, sometimes tough love, of parents, family members, friends, coaches, teachers, or anyone else that has supported our alumni all along the way. I'd like to make a special welcome and extend a special thanks to our families and loved ones of our inductees. Your unwavering support and encouragement have been vital to part of their journeys. It is often the family that provides the strength behind the scenes, and tonight we also celebrate you. So thank you to our families, friends, and any supporters here this evening. And lastly, pride. Pride is what we feel in our hearts when we look back on our journeys, when we reflect on the hard work, dedication, and sacrifices that brought us to this moment. It is joy of knowing that we've made a difference, that our stories have meaning, and that we've left a legacy worth celebrating. Pride is what I feel tonight as I stand before you as a superintendent. This is an amazing community. We have amazing families. We have amazing staff, students, and the legacy of our district continues to be strong with your presence tonight. So thank you. As we gather here today to induct new members into the Hall of Fame, let us remember that each of them has a story worth telling. Each of them has demonstrated excellence, upheld our traditions, and filled us with pride. But it's not just about the accomplishments, it's about the journey, the struggle, the sacrifices, and the moments of inspiration. Thank you and congratulations to our soon-to-be newest members of our Hall of Fame and honorary recipients. I'm so looking forward to the stories we will hear tonight. Mr. Verba, you're on a time limit. One quick story. So somehow I got stuck in a text chain of the girls' varsity basketball team. And there's like 16, and I kept deleting it just because I kept getting sucked into it. Well, it culminated yesterday with several text threads about, what are you gonna wear tomorrow? I'm gonna wear a dress. Is anybody wearing high heels? It's not a sundress, it's a basic dress. I'm just wearing, okay. However, the last part was Mr. Verba. Where's Mr. Verba at? Where's he at? Oh, there you are. Mr. Verba, I have the room reserved at a special establishment tonight at 9 o'clock. 7:30, Mr. Verba, okay, 7:30. All right. So at this time, I would like to, again, thank everybody for being here. It's going to be a great evening worth laughing, crying, celebrating. It is truly an honor to be here. I'd like to introduce Mr. Mark Zafka. Well, real quick, sorry. So Mr. Zafka replaced us late, was a late replacement, came in the summer. And as we're going through August and early part of September, he's like, well, what do I really have to do with regards to the Hall of Fame? I said, 2 things. Listen to Debbie, Allison, and Jackie, and you have to speak during the entire ceremony. So, welcome to the district, Mr. Zafka. But at this time, I'd like to introduce Mark Zafka, our Director of Athletics.
Thank you, Dr. Caleris. We are pleased to have some of our outstanding students joining us this evening to introduce our new Hall of Fame members. These students are leaders in the Brooklyn City Schools community and perhaps some of our future Hall of Fame inductees. We hope that our students are inspired by the legacies of our Hall of Fame members and that our Hall of Fame members are encouraged by the accomplishments of our youth. Our first student presenter is Delaney Burke. Delaney is a junior who attends Caleris Career Center in the pre-nursing program. She plans to attend college and become a registered nurse in the future. Please welcome Delaney to the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Zofka. Tonight, I am pleased to announce our first inductee, Bob Kelber, class of 1966. Robert Bob Kelber is widely regarded as an outstanding individual of exceptional character. During his time at Brooklyn High School, Bob distinguished himself as a top-notch athlete, demonstrating not only physical prowess, but also leadership qualities that would define his future endeavors. As a young boy, he helped organize baseball teams with his friends and neighborhood children at Brookside Park. He then moved to Brooklyn in the 8th grade, where Bob played basketball and eventually played on the varsity team his junior and senior year, earning MVP honors. Following his high school years, Bob embarked on a remarkable career, serving the city of Brooklyn for over 40 years. His unwavering commitment to his community led him to become an integral part of his city's recreational programs, leaving an indelible mark on the lives of countless residents. As both assistant manager and manager of the Brooklyn Recreation Center, Bob played a pivotal role in his creation and development over 5 decades. His expertise and dedication were instrumental in advising on the center's design, ensuring it met the diverse needs of the community. It served it by visiting ensuring it met the diverse needs of the community. It served by visiting different rec centers in the area to see which programs would be best for Brooklyn residents. Bob's passion for sports extended to figure skating and hockey, where he laid the foundations for successful programs within the city. He was a trailblazer in bringing major hockey events to Brooklyn, cementing its reputation as a hub for competitive sports. Bob's initiatives went beyond traditional sports, as he implemented various physical fitness programs for residents of all ages. He popularized racquetball, established a weight room, and organized youth baseball and basketball leagues, fostering a culture of health and athleticism within the community. Throughout his career, Bob served as a mentor to numerous employees, instilling in them the same values of integrity, dedication, and service that he exemplified. His leadership style was characterized by empathy, guidance, and a genuine concern for the well-being of those under his supervision. Bob's impact extended beyond the realm of sports, as he organized social youth events and ensured the optimal utilization of recreational facilities year-round. His creation of leagues and programs such as the Brooklyn Premier Softball League, the Women's Brooklyn Premier Softball League, and the Brooklyn Premier Softball League garnered widespread respect and recognition for the quality and professionalism. Robert Kelber's legacy as a dedicated public servant and exemplary individual of high school moral character is etched in the fabric of the Brooklyn community. His tireless efforts to promote physical fitness, athletic excellence, and community engagement have left an enduring impact on generations of residents. Bob was also the head coach of the 1983 softball team that advanced to the state Final Four. As a mentor, leader, and role model, Bob Kelber's contributions will be remembered and cherished for years to come. Congratulations, Mr. Kelber. Please come forward to receive your award.
Well, this is going to be sweet and short. Everything that I had written down, the young lady just said. So I don't know what I want to say here, but I just want to, good evening, everyone. At this time, I would like to give a sincere thank you to the Hall of Fame Committee and Superintendent Dr. Ted Caleris, and a special thank you to Mr. T.C. Murphy for nominating me for this honor tonight. I would also like to thank my wife, Linda, and my children, Rob, Tracy, and Ryan, for all the support they gave me over the years. I could not have done this without their help. Now, some of this might be repeated, but working as the assistant manager at the Brooklyn Recreation Center and coaching many teams, I was blessed to meet many individuals who influenced my life. Many of these individuals became close friends and still are to this day. I was humbled to be a Hurricane when my family moved to Brooklyn when I was in the 8th grade. I played basketball, my favorite sport, from the 8th grade through my senior year. And I won't mention that I was the MVP because it was already mentioned. Looking back as a 12-year-old living in Cleveland, I organized a baseball team with my neighborhood kids. That was the beginning of my love for coaching. My career as a coach for the Brooklyn schools began as a coach for the Brooklyn High School girls fast pitch team. The team of girls went undefeated in league and continued to the state Final Four. This amazing, hard-working group of girls was inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. Later, I coached the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade boys basketball at Brooklyn. I coached the JV team at Brooklyn. When my son played CYO at St. Thomas More, I coached the CYO team there for several years. After CYO, I returned as a coach of the Brooklyn girls, JV, and varsity teams. I worked alongside with Coach Jim Verba, who was most deserving as a 2024 inductee into the Brooklyn Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Jim. As the assistant manager at the Brooklyn Rec Center, I had numerous jobs working with adults and adolescents. I ran a Saturday morning basketball program for the city for about 7 years. During the summer months, I was in charge. They said it was a youth baseball league. We used to average over 400 plus 30 kids each summer, ranging from T-ball age to boys majors. From the program, we took all-star teams to various cities to participate in tournaments, along with my coaching of individual travel teams. Summer months included my responsibility, well, we said that already, about the adult softball and the co-ed and the Brooklyn Premier. Like LeBron James, who wanted to play basketball with his son, I was fortunate enough to play co-ed softball with my 3 children. Not many of us can say we were lucky enough to do this. The ice rink at the Brooklyn Rec Center was always talking hockey. I was instrumental in assisting with the annual Barron Cup hockey tournament, along with the high school hockey sectionals and state high school hockey finals. These state final games rotated between Bowling Green State University and our Brooklyn Rec Center. We had standing room only crowds for all the final championship games every year. I had a great staff of employees who made these events successful and made Brooklyn proud. I can honestly say I truly enjoyed going to work each day. I would like to thank all the Brooklyn kids I was able to work with and coach with over the years. Many of their families became lifelong friends to Linda and I. And ending each day, I would come to work and say to my fellow employees, you have to wake up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. People are going to treat you better, and you're going to find that you're as beautiful as you feel. And everybody thought that was a quote from me, but it was really from Carole King's song, Beautiful. And in ending, I would like to say congratulations to all the 2024 inductees. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Kelber. Our next student presenter is Cierrah Jackson. Cierrah is a senior in the pre-nursing program at Caleris and also chairs for Brooklyn High School. Cierrah plans to study radiology. Please welcome Cierrah.
Thank you, Mr. Zofka. I have the pleasure of introducing Ken Friedl, a class of 1983 Brooklyn High School graduate. From the moment he stepped onto the mat at Brooklyn High School, Ken Friedl proved himself to be a force to be reckoned with. Throughout his 4-year varsity career, he showcased his skill and determination, earning numerous accolades and leaving a lasting impact on the school's wrestling program. In 1983, Ken placed third in the state tournament, an impressive feat considering the fierce competition he encountered, including a match against a 4-time state champion with nearly a flawless record. His remarkable performance throughout his high school career, including victories over previous state champions and instrumental contributions to his team's success, solidified his legacy as a wrestling legend in Brooklyn. At Brooklyn High School, Kevin was an Inland Conference tournament final 4 years in a row where he was a champion in 3 out of the 4 years. In addition, Ken was a 2-time sectional champion and district runner-up. After high school, Ken continued to pursue his passion for wrestling, qualifying as a national competitor at Cuyahoga Community College. His love for the sport extended beyond his own wrestling career as he dedicated himself to coaching and mentoring young athletes in various wrestling clubs and schools, including St. Thomas More and St. Edward High School. In addition to his achievements in wrestling, Ken found success in his professional endeavors, serving as a plant manager and later co-founding New Tech Color and Additives. Ken resides in Franklin, Tennessee, where he continues to make a positive impact on both the wrestling community and the business world. He was the president and head coach at the Williamston County Wrestling Club, K-8 in Tennessee, and continues to be involved in the club through consulting. Ken Friedl's legacy as a wrestling legend remains undeniable. His unparalleled skills, tireless work ethic, and unwavering commitment to excellence have inspired generations of wrestlers and earned him the respect and admiration of all who know him. Congratulations, Mr. Friedl. Please come forward to receive your award.
Thank you for that introduction. I have several people I want to thank and recognize while I'm up here. First and foremost, my Lord and my Savior, Jesus Christ, who I owe all to. I would not be here right now if it was not for him. Secondly, my wife of 31 years, Lisa. We've been blessed with 3 children, Joe, Amy, Alan, Alan's wife, Yvette, and 2 beautiful grandchildren, Allie Rose and Azariah, all are in Tennessee where we all reside. Just speaking of them makes my heart overflow with joy. My brother Kevin, who is a distinguished member of this Hall of Fame, he was my training partner, he was my motivator, and today he's my business partner. As many of you know, that we are identical twins. And when you look at the relationship that twins have, it was kind of a perfect fit for the sport of wrestling. The competitiveness that having that twins back and forth really make us push each other. If he got the better of me, it would really push me to work harder, and if I got the better of him, he did the same. And to this day, it does the same thing. We motivate each other, we're there for each other during our business activities on a day-to-day basis. My mother, Joan, who's here from Florida, my brothers, David and Ronnie. Ronnie is a member of the 1983 team that will be recognized. I want to thank them for being there. Thank my mom for not throwing us out of the house with a matter of furniture that we may have broke while the 3 of us were wrestling here at Brooklyn. Coach Joe Drago. As I contemplated what to say about Coach, I just decided to talk and describe him with just some certain words. A mentor, an example, a leader, a father figure, and lastly, a friend. We all have individuals in our lives that have influenced us positively. And Coach is one of those individuals that I have in my life. Every once in a while, he would say something. It'd be just a one-line phrase. it stuck with me for the rest of my life. I remember being down in that locker room. Wrestling's a tough sport. And I just didn't want to practice. I don't even want to practice today. And he said, that's fine. You don't have to practice. But a day you miss is a day you can never make up. It don't matter how hard you work tomorrow, you're not making up for today. And I used that on so many kids in the 30 years I coached. I use it to friends who don't want to work out at 6 o'clock in the morning when we lift weights or go on a scheduled 4-mile walk. I will use that phrase. And I just want to thank him for who he's been in my life. Ray Mass and Harry McCormick. These two guys and what they do for this community and this alumni and the high school, Ray worked tirelessly to try to bring the wrestling team back up to the level that it once was. In the 80s and 70s, this program was very, very dominant, and it really fell off. Ray worked tirelessly to try to get things back to where it was. He also was tireless with Harry on getting people recognized. I used to tell them, don't worry about me, let's worry about the team, worry about dedicating the wrestling room to Coach Drago. But they were just steadfast and relentless, and I want to thank them and recognize them. And finally, the Hall of Fame committee. I've got to meet, put some faces to names that I've talked to over the last few months. Thank you very much. I'm honored and I'm humbled to be here. I stand before you a blessed man. When I reflect back on the journey that we call life, I can't help but tell you how far I walked away from God. And when I look back and I reflect back on my life, I could see God was right there with me every step of the way. He was leading me, guiding me, and most importantly, protecting me. Wrestling has brought an incredible amount of opportunity to my life. My experience as a competitor, but most of it is the coach that I became, and I became it because of the likes of individuals like Coach Drago, and it humbled me. I coached for 30 years, from the high school level, St. Ed's, to 5-year-olds up to middle school. I was blessed to coach under the legendary Howard Ferguson at St. Ed's, and I met some of the most famous wrestlers in the world. And not just hello, but got to spend time with them and do camps, the likes of Dan Gable, who was a 1972 Olympic gold medalist. I got to meet and get to know Sergei Beloglazov, who was a 2-time Olympic champion, 6-time world champion, and he was a Russian wrestler. I got to spend time with him for days and do camps and get to know these individuals. Numerous NCAA champs, and that's an opportunity of a lifetime, and that's a blessing. The greatest thing I learned from Howard Ferguson and being in that room was that he always surrounded himself with people that knew more than he did. I've tried to exemplify my life to try to do that. When my brother was nominated and elected, and they had the ceremony, it was a little bit different back then. It was, I think Kevin mentioned it was 2018. They had an assembly during the day. So the entire student body was in here. We have student athletes introducing the inductees, which is great. But when I was sitting in the stands or out in the auditorium at that time, and as I was preparing for the speech, I thought back on how I really hoped and I prayed that something that those inductees said really changed one of those students. When I look at my life, I had several times, I had that proverbial fork in the road moment where if I made it a different decision, I would not be standing here. And I know that God protected me through those decisions. He helped and guided me, even though I wasn't walking with him. And I just hope that those individuals that were in this room, one of them, if it was just one of them, and they came up upon that proverbial fork in the road, they make the right decision based on something they hear. So I challenge everyone here to surround yourself with godly people. I promise you, they will have a positive impact in your life. They will pour into you. They will help you with those decisions that sometimes they're tough to make. And I lastly leave with you 1 Corinthians 15:33. Do not be deceived. Bad company corrupts bad character. I'm sorry, good character. Thank you again, and God bless.
Congratulations, Mr. Friedl. Next, we have Malak Chafki. Malak is a junior who is involved in our first Ring Leadership Program and College Credit Plus classes. In the future, Malak plans to attend college and further her education in medical school. Please welcome Malak to the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Zofka. Tonight, I am introducing our Hall of Fame inductee, Dominick Grassi, class of 2004. Dominick Grassi's journey in athletics began with a natural talent and a relentless drive for excellence. From a young age, he exhibited exceptional skill and dedication on the basketball court, laying the foundation for a remarkable career ahead. During his illustrious four-year career at Brooklyn High School, Dominick Grassi emerged as a dominant force in high school basketball and baseball. His exceptional performances on the court earned him numerous accolades and solidified his status as one of the school's most legendary athletes. Dominick's impressive achievements speak volumes about his skill and determination. As a two-time MVP in the conference, he demonstrated his ability to lead and inspire his team to victory. With a career total of 1,067 points, Dominick's scoring prowess set him apart as a standout player in BHS history. Dominick's commitment to excellence was evident throughout his high school career. As a four-year conference champion, he consistently performed at the highest level, leading his team to success on the court. His remarkable consistency and leadership ensured that he remained in first place every day of his high school career, a testament to his unwavering dedication and focus. Dominick's stellar performance on the court earned him widespread recognition, including two-time conference MVP honors, all-conference selections for 3 years, and distinctions as All-District and All-Ohio Special Mention in 2003 and 2004 for basketball. His talent also earned him the prestigious opportunity to represent Brooklyn High School in the state's North-South game in Columbus, showcasing his skills alongside the state's top players. Dominick Grassi's legacy extends far beyond his individual achievements. As the career free throw shooter in BHS history, he left a clear mark on the school's basketball program. His dedication, skill, and leadership serve as an inspiration to aspiring athletes, leaving a lasting impact on the Brooklyn High School community. Dominick Grassi's achievements on the court, coupled with his leadership and character, have cemented his legacy as one of the school's greatest athletes. Dominick's contributions will be remembered and celebrated for generations to come, inspiring future athletes to strive for greatness on and off the court. Congratulations, Mr. Grassi. Tonight, Mr. Jarianny is here to accept his reward. Please come forward.
Good evening. I am speaking on behalf of Dominick Grassi. He sent the following words. I would like to start by congratulating my fellow 2004 class inductees who I couldn't be with tonight. I am honored to share this award with such a talented group of former classmates, teachers, coaches, and members of the Brooklyn community. I would also like to recognize and thank the members of the Brooklyn City Schools Hall of Fame Committee for accepting my nomination and giving me the opportunity to be part of this special ceremony. I owe this award to a lot of people who from a young age believed in my abilities, fostered my talent, and supported my passion for the game of basketball. When you're a kid, you are not fully aware of or fully understand the sacrifices the people in your life make for your happiness. From the time I made my first shot in the backyard to the final buzzer of my playing career, no two people have sacrificed more for my happiness than my parents, Jim and Deborah Grassi. From my dad teaching me the fundamentals of the game, from making time after a long day of work to beat me in countless games of horse we played, to showing me how to compete, never quit, and the importance of how to be respectful when you win and gracious when you lose. And to my mom, who never missed a game and always made sure my uniform was clean and my shirts and ties were ironed on game days. I knew I could always count on my two biggest fans to be in the stands and rooting for me. I also want to recognize and thank Jeff Shepard for his contributions both past and present to the school and the boys basketball program. He successfully built a program from the ground up and created a brotherhood and a culture of winning by instilling his core values of teamwork, communication, and accountability. Beyond the X's and O's, Shep will always be more than just a coach to me. He's a mentor, a confidant, and most importantly, my friend. Lastly, I would like to say thank you to all my former teammates. From our pregame rituals and inside jokes, to winning conference titles and experiencing heartbreaking defeats, the camaraderie and bond we had as a team created some of the fondest memories I will ever have in my life. Thank you to everyone again, and congratulations to my fellow inductees. Go Canes.
Congratulations to Mr. Grassi. Our next student presenter is Jarianny Dominguez. Jarianny is a junior soccer player and member of the track team who attends Caleris Career Center for the pre-nursing program. She plans to become an ultrasound technician in the future. Please welcome Jarianny.
Thank you, Mr. Sofka. I am pleased to introduce Nicholas Latimer, a 2004 Brooklyn High School graduate. Nicholas Latimer's journey in sports began at Brooklyn High School, where he established himself as a promising athlete. He demonstrated exceptional dedication and skill, particularly in golf. His passion for the sport led him to the Golf Academy at the Carolinas, where he honored his game tirelessly. Nicholas' hard work paid off when he earned the spot on the Kent State University men's golf team. He emerged as a major contributor to the team's success, notably aiding in the triumph at the 2009 MAC Golf Championship. Following his collective career, Nicholas embarked on a remarkable amateur golf journey, clinching victories in prestigious tournaments such as the Northern Ohio Amateur and the Greater Cleveland Amateur Golf Championship, where he shattered records previously held by legends like Arnold Palmer. Transitioning to the professional circuit, Nicholas showcased his prowess by clinching victory in 18 minor league golf tournaments in Florida. His triumphs extended to the PGA Sections events, where he continues to compete passionately. As a Class A PGA professional and steam golf teaching professional at Trump International in Florida, Nicholas imparts his knowledge and expertise to aspiring golfers while also balancing a career in real estate. Throughout his career, Nicholas has amassed a series of accolades and milestones, showcasing his exceptional talent and determination, from his remarkable performance at the U.S. Amateur Championship, where he competed against golfing luminaries like Ricky Fowler and Jordan Spieth, to his impressive victories in various amateur and professional tournaments. Nicholas' journey is a testament to his relentless pursuit of excellence on the golf course. Nicholas also competed internationally on the Asian Tour, where what led him to compete in the PGA Tour in China in 2017 to 2018. Beyond his individual achievements, Nicholas' impact extends to the golfing community, where he serves as a mentor and inspiration to aspiring professionals. His commitment to the sports coupled with his dedication to teaching and coaching, leaves a lasting legacy that continues to shape the future of golf in Florida and beyond. Off the course, Nicholas cherishes time with his family and remains deeply rooted in his community. His passion for sports and dedication to his craft serve as a pillar in both his personal and professional life, guiding him towards continued success and fulfillment in all endeavors. Nicholas Latimer's journey from a high school athlete to a revered figure in the golfing world exemplifies the power of perseverance, talent, and unwavering dedication. As he continues to make his mark on the professional circuit and inspire the next generation of golfers, Nicholas remains a shining example of what can be achieved throughout hard work, passion, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Congratulations, Mr. Latimer. Mr. Latimer's family is here tonight to accept this award. Please come forward.
Well, this is going to be very short because I just found out I was doing this a little bit ago. I can't be more proud of my son than I am. If he were here tonight, I know he'd thank many people from the Brooklyn school system. He would thank his family, his supporters. You all know who you are. You've been here the whole way. Nick can't be here today because he's competing in a PGA tournament down in Florida. I have to tell you that he was a basketball player his whole life. Coach Neal coached him since 4th grade. It wasn't until the 9th grade that he informed us he was going to play golf. And played golf he did. We traveled all over. We drove miles and miles and miles to let him compete. All these people were there. Gina, Lynn, Tom, Roop, we were there. And he never gave up. He walked onto the Kent State golf team, which was a Division I team. He was the first walk-on in 20 years. Coach Herb, you know, he had his Division I players. Nick was coming from a Division III school, Brooklyn, Ohio. But he persevered, and he never gave up. And he played for that team, and he won for that team. He's an outstanding young man. He lives in Jupiter, Florida. He plays golf every day. He coaches golf. He teaches golf. Everyone who knows him respects him. He is a wonderful, wonderful man, loved by everyone. And again, I can't be more proud of him. And on his behalf, I thank Brooklyn High School. I thank everyone here for everything they did for him and all of our family. We raised a whole group of them, came through the school system, and they all did very well. And on his behalf, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much for this honor. And I know he would love to be here and accept it, but he's playing golf. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to Mr. Latimer. Florin Socol is our next student presenter. Florin is a senior who is involved in student leadership activities, the garden club, and our musical groups. He plans to attend college and major in civil engineering. Please welcome Florin.
Thank you, Mrs. Zovka. I have the privilege of introducing John S. Phillips, a former Brooklyn High School faculty member. John S. Phillips was a visionary music educator whose impact resonated deeply within the Brooklyn City Schools community. Born with a passion for music, he pursued his calling with an unwavering dedication and enthusiasm. After completing his education in music, John embarked on a journey to share his love for music with others, ultimately becoming a pioneer in the field of music education. In 1947, John S. Phillips made history as the first band director for the Brooklyn City Schools. Recognizing the power of music to unite and inspire, he established the first marching band to perform at halftime during the football games, laying the foundation for a beloved tradition that would endure for generations to come. Mr. Phillips' artistic talents extended beyond conducting and directing. He composed and lyricized the original Brooklyn High School alma mater, a timeless ode to school pride and unity. Additionally, he crafted the school's fight song, Hail to the Varsity, a spirited anthem that has echoed through the halls of Brooklyn High School for years. On October 20th, 1955, John S. Phillips orchestrated one of the most significant events in rock and roll history. He introduced and welcomed Elvis Presley to the Brooklyn stage for the King's first performance north of the Mason-Dixon line. This historic event not only showcased Phillips' innovative programming, but also cemented Brooklyn's place in music history. The contributions of John S. Phillips to the Brooklyn City Schools are immeasurable and everlasting. His dedication to fostering a love for music among students has touched countless lives. In recognition of his enduring legacy, a music department scholarship was established in his name in the 1970s, ensuring that his passion for music lives on in future generations of aspiring musicians. John S. Phillips' legacy as a trailblazing music educator and visionary leader continues to inspire and uplift the Brooklyn City Schools community. His innovative spirit, creative contributions, and unwavering commitment to music education have left an indelible imprint on the school's identity and culture. Through his timeless compositions, pioneering initiatives, and historic moments, John S. Phillips remained a cherished figure in the hearts and minds of all who have been touched by his music. Congratulations to Mr. Phillips and his family. Here to accept the award on behalf of Mr. Phillips is his family. Please come forward.
I just want to say it's a very proud moment for me to be able to get this. I didn't prepare a speech, so I'm kind of winging it a little bit, and I'm a little bit nervous. But I do want to thank everybody. I want to thank my family over here, my sister-in-law, my nieces. Music was his passion. That's all he ever wanted to do. And got a little chaotic on Friday nights, football season. Us kids would be going one way, my dad would be going the other way, and my mom was going crazy in the middle. But we all survived. He just really, really loved what he did. Aside from the band and everything that he did, he played on weekends in a dance band. He occasionally subbed for the Cleveland Orchestra. And, you know, this is just what he wanted to do. And I'm very appreciative for this honor. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to the Phillips family. Our next student presenter is Jade Fried. Jade is a senior involved in advanced placement and College Credit Plus classes and an active member of the National Arts Honor Society, as well as the Spanish and National Honor Societies. In the future, Jade plans to attend college to study forensic anthropology. Please welcome Jade.
Thank you, Mr. Zofka. Tonight I am introducing James Verba, a longtime teacher and coach here at Brooklyn High School. James Verba was born and raised with a passion for athletics and education, laying the groundwork for a remarkable career in coaching and teaching. Growing up, he exhibited a natural talent for sports and a keen interest in inspiring and mentoring others. James Verba has dedicated 36 years of his life to the Brooklyn High Schools, where he not only served as a teacher, but also left a significant impact on the athletic program. His unwavering commitment to excellence and his ability to instill a sense of discipline and teamwork in his students sets him apart as an exceptional educator and coach. As the all-time winningest girls basketball coach in his school history, James Verba's impact on the basketball program was unparalleled. His coaching prowess earned him widespread recognition, including being named the Division III Associated Press Coach of the Year in the year 1991-92 and 1999-2000 seasons. Additionally, he was honored as the Division III Ohio High School Basketball Association Coach of the Year in 2002-2003 season, further solidifying his reputation as a top-tier coach in the state. After coaching his regional team in 2003, he fulfilled a lifelong dream of becoming a college coach, serving as an assistant women's basketball coach at the Baldwin Wallace College for 5 years. While basketball was his primary focus, James Verba's coaching abilities extended beyond the hardwood. He served as an assistant baseball coach, imparting his knowledge of the game and fostering a love for baseball among his players. Additionally, he took the role of head track coach, guiding athletes to success on the field and track and field. Okay. His 1995 team won both the MAC 8 and district championship qualifying in 15 of 16 events. He also coached volleyball at both the middle school, junior, and varsity levels. Most recently, he coached the bowling team for 1 year with one state qualifier. In addition to his coaching responsibilities, James Verba served as the athletic director for the Brooklyn City Schools. In this role, he demonstrated exceptional leadership, overseeing the entire athletic program and ensuring its continued success. His strategic vision and dedication to the well-being of the student athletes left a lasting legacy within the school community. James Verba's impact on the Brooklyn City Schools transcends wins and losses. As a teacher, coach, and athletic director, he has instilled values of hard work, perseverance, and sportsmanship in generations of students and athletes. His legacy as a leader, mentor, and role model continues to inspire all who have the privilege of crossing paths with him, leaving an enduring imprint on the school's athletic program and the lives of those he touches. Congratulations, Mr. Verba. Please come forward to receive your award.
Relax, it's double spaced. Good evening, everyone. I stand before you tonight with a heart full of gratitude and sense of profound honor. Being inducted into our high school Hall of Fame is something I never imagined for myself, especially after losing by 99 points to Olmsted Falls in the very first varsity basketball game I coached at Brooklyn High School. Yet, here I am, humbled and incredibly proud. First and foremost, I want to thank the selection committee, the administration, and all the incredible individuals who have supported and encouraged me throughout my journey. I would also like to thank Mark Lowther, Brooklyn class of 1982, and dear friend, who nominated me for this honor. This recognition is not just a reflection of my efforts, but of the incredible community and team that surrounds me every day. I became a teacher for 3 main reasons. I had some great teachers growing up, loved math, and wanted to coach. Unfortunately, this realization didn't hit me until I changed my major 4 times while in college. Some of the teachers and counselors that really influenced me were Mr. Antonelli, Mr. Flandera, Mr. Benander, Mr. Mahoko, Mr. Pennock, and Mr. Jinkura. Please understand, I went to Ignatius. I moved into Brooklyn when I was a junior, okay? They helped me develop my love for math and teaching. My love for coaching began as a Brooklyn Rec summer worker. I really enjoyed my experience with the rec department, coaching youth t-ball, softball, and fast pitch. It really sparked my interest in coaching, providing fantastic memories, as well as establishing a great network of contacts and friends, such as Bob Kelber, that to this day I still hold dear to my heart. I would also like to thank all those coaches who influenced me and shaped me throughout my career. They helped me make the coach I was. I would like this time to publicly mention some of them. My first CYO coach, Bo Okunzi, who first sparked my interest in basketball. Rhodes High School basketball coach, Babe Topoli, who encouraged me and energized my love for the game of basketball at his summer basketball camps. Chico Kyle, head track coach at St. Ignatius, who taught me discipline and motivated me to adopt my competitive nature. Pete Geiser, who as a former head basketball coach at Garfield Heights, was my mentor into the world of high school basketball and allowed me to feel like an important and valued member of his staff. Steve Borges, who was not only a challenging adversary, but an integral part of my coaching staff. Truly, he is a walking encyclopedia of drills, skills, and plays. His ability to treat the players with respect while coaching with patience and understanding was the most important thing I learned from Steve. He could scout and dissect an opponent like no other coach. Although I was never able to beat Steve when he coached at Buckeye, he still became a dear friend to me and uncle to my daughters. My Brooklyn influences were many, including Hall of Famer Jerry Younger, who taught me to be organized and prepared for each and every practice and game. Jerry Nowak, who showed me how to respect the game we were given the privilege to coach. Ron Zudi, who was always willing to help me with the X's and O's and came to as many games as he could to help encourage myself and my players. His positive attitude truly was an inspiration. Tom Mullally, who I could always count on for advice and mentorship through my coaching career. Tom taught me how to keep it real and treat kids the right way. Finally, to Coach Jeff Shepard, who encouraged me through my years and helped me have my program grow with his support. His teams and my girls' teams became a big family that won a lot and had some great times. To all the other coaches I worked with, thank you for being part of my staff. I would not have survived without you. A special mention to Jim Forrester, a dear friend, who served on many of my basketball and track staffs. I could always count on you to do whatever is needed to make our Brooklyn team succeed and my life as a coach easier, including driving my wife and daughters to away games. Thanks to all those head coaches who allowed me to be part of their staffs. I would also be remiss not to thank my basketball support staff. To Bill Cran, my scorekeeper, and Bill Masterson, my videographer, you two were the most reliable and dedicated members of my basketball family. I could always count on you to be there through thick and thin. To this day, I don't know who was more superstitious, Mr. Cran or myself. My dear friend George Timas also provided huge support throughout my coaching career. I had the pleasure of coaching George and his sister Renee while coaching summer baseball at the Rec. George was actually a senior when I started teaching at Brooklyn and now teaches with me. Over the years, George's patience as well as his vast basketball knowledge allowed me to survive the challenging world of coaching. Coaching and teaching are more than just professions to me. They are passions that fuel my spirit. I've always believed that education and athletics have the power to shape lives, build character, and foster a sense of belonging. It is in those moments of triumph and challenge, on field and in the classroom, that we discover who we truly are. To my students and athletes, past and present, you are the heart of everything I do. You have taught me as much as I hope I've taught you. Your dedication, resilience, and drive inspires me every day. Each game, each lesson, each victory and setback has been a shared experience that has enriched my life immeasurably. To those present, thank you so much for coming tonight. I know I wasn't always the nicest guy to be around, but I truly wanted to push you to be the best athlete and team you could be. Just remember, I yelled because I cared. Thank you again. You are the reason for my success. This time, I have some of my players over there that I would like to stand up because they, Jackie, Jess, Kristen, Heather, Celeste, they're all here. These young ladies were part of building the program up. We were really bad. Like I said, we lost by 99 points. They built the program. We went from the outhouse to the penthouse. We joked about it before. That was a big story. It came across, I think it was Channel 43. They showed our scores. 110 to 11, 64 to 3. And then when they came around, by that time we had turned the corner. We had girls that, you have to realize, stuck through it with me a raving lunatic at times, through a 99-point loss, and 4 years later, they won the conference. So it's a tribute to those girls. We're going to honor my other team, my 2002-2003 team, in a minute, but I wanted to make sure we recognize my young ladies that, and we're still in contact with each other. They still like me enough to talk to me. To my colleagues, thank you all for your unwavering support and for being such a source of inspiration and camaraderie. It is a privilege to work alongside such dedicated professionals who share a commitment to excellence and a passion for nurturing the next generation. To my family and friends, your encouragement and understanding have been my bedrock. You have been with me through late nights, early mornings, and countless moments of both elation and frustration. Your belief in me has been a driving force, and I am deeply grateful for your love and support. Thanks especially to my parents and sister who always try to make the home basketball games to cheer my teams on and show support. Finally, last but not least, I must thank my wife of 35 years, Laura. She was always at my games, both home and away, bringing my daughters as soon as they were born, almost. I could always count on her for support and encouragement. I wasn't always the easiest person to be around after a loss. Laura even agreed to help chaperone my team to a summer camp at North Carolina in Wilmington. I only wish I had a picture of her face when she found out that the so-called air-conditioned dorms we stayed in weren't air-conditioned at all. She truly is a saint. As I reflect on my time here, I am reminded the true measure of success is not found in awards or accolades, but in the lives we touch and the positive impact we have on others. This honor is a testament to the collective effort of everyone who has been part of this journey. In closing, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you. This induction is not just a personal milestone, but a celebration of the collective spirit of our school community. Let us continue to inspire and uplift one another, striving for excellence both on and off the field and in the classroom and beyond. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Congratulations, Mr. Verba. Aiden Starr will be introducing our first team award for the 1983 wrestling team. Aiden is a senior who plays football, basketball, and baseball, and is involved in the Hurricane Empowerment Group. He plans to continue playing baseball in college and major in business or finance. Please welcome Aiden.
Thank you, Mr. Zofka. The 1983 Brooklyn wrestling team stands as a shining example of excellence and teamwork in the annals of Brooklyn High School's athletic history. Their remarkable achievements and unparalleled success have solidified their place as legends in the realm of high school wrestling. Under the expert guidance of National Wrestling Hall of Fame member Coach Joe Drago, the 1983 wrestling team embarked on a season marked by sheer dominance. From the outset, they displayed an unrivaled determination and commitment to the excellence that would propel them to greatness. Throughout the season, the Brooklyn Hurricanes asserted their dominance, going unbeaten in inland conference dual meets and clinching the title of Cardinal Invitational champions. Their prowess on the mat was unmatched as they swept through the competition with unwavering confidence and skill. The pinnacle of their season came at the Inland Conference Championships, where the Brooklyn Hurricanes showcased their superiority in spectacular fashion. Led by a roster of exceptional athletes, the team swept the competition, with each member emerging victorious and claiming conference gold medals in the respective weight classes. The 1983 wrestling team produced several standout performers who etched their names in the Brooklyn High School's storied wrestling legacy. Notably, Kevin Friedl became Brooklyn's very first wrestling state champion, While his brother Ken secured a third-place finish, Jim Bubba Baker also earned recognition for his qualification, adding to the team's impressive roster of talent. The legacy of the 1983 Brooklyn's wrestling team transcends mere victories and accolades. Their camaraderie, resilience, and unwavering dedication to one another exemplified the true spirit of team sports. Each member contributed to the team's success, pushing themselves and their teammates to achieve greatness both on and off the mat. As they took their place on the podium as the fourth-place finishers in the Ohio State Championships, the 1983 Brooklyn wrestling team left an impressive mark on the school's athletic history. Their triumphs, both as individuals and cohesive unit, deserve to be celebrated and immortalized for generations to come. Congratulations to the wrestling team. Coach Drago, please come forward to receive your team's award.
All right, thank you. Before I get started, I'm going to give everybody a 1-minute break. Stand up. I know we've been sitting for about an hour. Do not leave. And I'm counting right now, 59, 58. Stand up and stretch your legs a little bit. All right, time's up. 4, 3. All right, a timer there. All right, there was a purpose behind that, because I see a bunch of old wrestlers here, and all old wrestlers have bad knees and bad hips. Okay, I see some softball players who have some bad knees and bad hips too. So we need a little time to stretch out a little bit there. It's a great honor to be back here at Brooklyn High School. Every time I come back, it's great to see, first of all, the students. Whoa, we're missing a couple of them. What the heck, they take off? What? Getting dessert. I'm getting ready to speak. Holy cow. No, congratulations, great job. It's not easy to come up here and stand up in front of everybody and speak. Good job. All right, before I actually get into my presentation here, I see some old wrestlers out here. Harry McCormick down here, he's an old wrestler. Ray Mass, an old wrestler. Okay, these are guys that I had way back when. Dave Wilhelm, a real old wrestler. Okay, he's back there. Chris DeMarco, another old wrestler. Okay, Jerry Hallman, an old wrestler. Ken Soder, another old wrestler. And if I miss somebody, I apologize. And as I go through what I'm going to be doing here and try to introduce a team from 41 years ago, there's people that we had a hard time remembering, to be honest with you, to come up with everybody's names. I'd like to congratulate everybody that's going into the hall. Congratulations. Great job. Great job. I'd like to also thank, first, my wife. I can't forget my wife, Rita. She's sitting down here. Okay. She's been with me the whole time here, and she's like an assistant coach. She knows what's going on there. All right. The Hall of Fame Committee, thank you. Thank you for honoring our team. And if I think I'm right, last year was the first time that a team was inducted. And that went back to the 83 softball team. And this is the 83 wrestling team. 83 was a pretty good year in Brooklyn. Okay, that was pretty good. All right. Then we have the 98 baseball team. Coach Hank Steller, Clint Najette, Donna Sullivan. She didn't play baseball, but she played Sullivan. She played on the softball team at that particular time. So it's great concept to honor teams. And I know we got another one coming up after me. So thank you very much. Allison Rafter. Allison, thank you. She was my contact person, and after 41 years, it's a pretty daunting task to say, okay, let's try to figure out where all these people are. That was a tough thing to do. So the fact that we got anybody here tonight is a real accomplishment. One of the things that helped us along the way, and I'll give a shout out to Barb Stepek. Barb Stepek did not wrestle. She had nothing to do with wrestling as far as I know, but she ended up sending me a message on Facebook. He said, here, this is the picture of the 83 team. And I got a chance to look at it and said, oh, yeah, I remember that guy and that guy. Some of these people I didn't remember, but most of the guys I did. So it was great, and I thank her. Harry, thank you for nominating us. Harry's a historian, a national historian, and really tied into Brooklyn history. So Harry, thank you very much for making this all happen for us. So our 83 team, those people who are here from the 83 team, would you come on down here to the stage, please? Just come on down and stand up. And if I introduce you, then you kind of wave and everybody get, come on. Strodbeck, let's go, get down here, dude. All right. Toth, he's coming, that's good. All right, Bonnie, good. All right. Can you make it down all right? Okay, all right. Okay. All right. The reason this team is being honored basically goes back to the two big accomplishments. They had a great year, but they had two great accomplishments. Winning the Inland Conference, as was just mentioned here before, was outstanding. But we had 7 conference champions, 7. And there's 13 weight classes. So 7 conference champions is pretty good. Now, a little side note, in 1978, we also had 7 conference champions. So as was mentioned before, from the 70s up through the 80s there, we were pretty strong. We had a pretty good wrestling program going on at that time. Okay, so I'd like just to mention the 7 conference champions. Kevin Ellis, Kevin I don't believe is here today. Ken Friedl, Ron Herman. Ron, put your hand up in the air, Ron. Okay, there's Ron. Good job. Steve Seidenwan, Steve's not here, I don't believe. John Beningo and Jim Baker. Those were the 7, okay? Outstanding. Now, the second part of our accomplishments was what we did at the state tournament. And wrestling is a very unique sport. It's more like golf or tennis or track and field, where yes, we keep a team, standings and things like that, but it's very, very much an individual sport. So as was mentioned before, again, we had 3 people go to state. Jim Baker went to state. And then we had Kenny and Kevin Friedl go to state. And Kenny, 3rd in the state. Kevin, state champion. Those were all of our points that they scored. So it was Team Friedl that finished 4th in the state that year, okay? And they carried the rest of us with them. So thank you very much. Now, I was fortunate enough to be the head coach, but I had some excellent assistant coaches with me. And I'm going to mention them right now, and you'll see the correlation and why I kind of waited till now to mention this. The first one was Art Perchlick, and we had some connections with Art Perchlick, the West Tech people over here. Congratulations. All right. He was the head coach at West Tech for many, many, many years, and then they dropped wrestling. And when they dropped it, we were fortunate enough to get him to come over here for a couple of years, the last couple of years of his coaching and teaching career. And Art was a heavyweight. He was a big guy, good wrestler, big-time football player. But Jim Baker, who was one of our great heavyweights that we had at the particular time, benefited greatly from having Coach Perchlick as one of our coaches. Les Foot. Les, I saw you before. Where you at, Les? Les here? Les. Les Foot. Les, would you stand up for just 1 second, please? And the reason I'm having him stand up, he wrestled at Cuyahoga Heights a long time ago, and he was a 126-pounder. He could probably make 26 right now, okay? He's in great shape. He was a teacher here. He taught English. Did you teach Spanish here also? Just English, okay? So he was one of our assistant coaches back there. But you see the size of him now. Kenny was a 26-pounder. Kevin was a 19-pounder. So there's a direct correlation between the coaches we had and some of the success that these guys achieved also. Two other guys I want to mention too who are volunteers who came in during the course of the season and then they would help out during the summer. We had Mike Hirschbach and Pat O'Malley. They would help us out tremendously in the off season and they were big assets to our program. Two other groups of people I want to mention real quickly. We have Mat Aids. Mat Aids. They were girls who would help out. Now, I don't have their names in front of me. Today, they probably aren't named Mat Aids anymore. They're wrestling now. Well, back in that day, girls weren't wrestling. But they would help out, and they would keep our stats, and they would keep our book during matches and help out with equipment and things like that. So they were considered to be part of the team. We had managers then. Managers. These were guys that weren't on the team, and when I go down the list of the rest of the team, the other 34 guys that were on the team, bear with me, I'll do it fast. But we had a couple managers who were like 8th graders who came up and helped out. And going through that list here, the first one was Dennis Marconi. Now, Dennis Marconi, he was an 8th grader at the time, and he ended up being a state champion. Okay, so he was a great help to us too then. And bear with me, I'll be done in less than a minute. Pat Fleming, Tom Budzik, Shane Brose, Bob McKenna, Ron Friedl, Stan Roginski, Rich Devrian, Ralph Kunis, Jim Smith, Ron Whitney, Brian Strodbeck, Al DiCaprio, Mike Majoris, Dave Browning, Ron Heil, Jim Freilich, Paul Haslick, Tony Del Bracco, Mike Friedl, John Mazzio, Kevin Perdue, Jim Turchik, Steve Roginski, Jay Hivernan, Ben Del Bracco, George Jacoman, Mike Toth, Bill Sattler, Mike Stutzman, Gary Cox, Dennis Flanagan, Bob Rose, Nick DiCiro. Thank you for listening to that list there. All those guys were important. These guys got all the recognition, very deservedly so, but these other guys were part of the team, and this is a team that's being honored tonight. Last thing, the best is yet to come. Mike Kehoe is here. He's the current head coach. Mike? Okay. And Mike, I'm going to put you on the spot here right now. This is bad. I know, but so what? You're going to get it. All right? These guys finished 4th in the state. 3rd, 2nd, 1st, okay. 7 conference champs. 8, 9, 10. Okay. But I hope that everybody will help support the wrestling team, and hopefully we'll get that back to where it should be. All right? Congratulations. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Congratulations to the 1983 team. Our final student presenter is Jessica Burns to introduce the 2002-2003 girls basketball team. Jessica is a senior in the pre-nursing program at Caleris and also the captain of the Hurricanes and softball. In the future, she will attend college to major in nursing. Please welcome Jessica.
Thank you, Mr. Zovka. The 2002 to 2003 Brooklyn girls basketball team etched their names into school history with a season marked by excellence, determination, and unprecedented success. Led by a roster of talented athletes and dedicated coaches, including Hall of Famers Dana Dempsey and Jessica Latimer, they embarked on a special journey. From the opening tip-off to the final buzzer, the Brooklyn girls basketball team dominated the competition, emerging as undefeated MAC 8 champions with a flawless 14-0 record in conference play. Their remarkable cohesion, skill, and determination propelled them to victory after victory, setting the stage for a season of triumph. The team's success extended beyond the conference as they stormed through the postseason, claiming both sectional and district championships. With their unwavering focus and relentless pursuit of excellence, they showcased their ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most, solidifying their status as true champions. The crowning achievement of the 2002 to 2003 Brooklyn girls basketball team came with their historic advancement to regionals. Their remarkable 22-3 record and determination propelled them to heights never before reached in Brooklyn athletics.
They became the first basketball team, boys or girls, in the history of Brooklyn High School to advance to the regionals, a testament to their talent, resilience, and relentless work ethic. The 2002 to 2003 Brooklyn girls basketball team legacy extends far beyond their impressive win-loss record. They inspired a community, captured the hearts of fans, and set a standard of excellence for future generations of Brooklyn athletes. Their indomitable spirit, dedication, and commitment to teamwork served as a shining example of what can be achieved through hard work, perseverance, and belief in oneself and one's teammates. As they look back on their historic season, the members of the 2002 to 2003 Brooklyn girls basketball team can take pride in their achievements and their lasting impact they have left on Brooklyn athletics. It is with great admiration and gratitude that we honor the legacy of the 2002 to 2003 Brooklyn girls basketball team, a team that made history at Brooklyn High School. Congratulations to the basketball team. Coach Verba, please come forward to receive your team's award.
At this time, Dana and Jess are going to come up and talk to you. All the young ladies that are on that team, come on up, stand in front. All the coaches, I believe all the coaches are here. Coach Borges, Coach Sweeney, Coach Caleris, Coach Neal. Coach Caleris, yes, he was on the staff. Yes, indeed.
Well, thank you guys so much for the special, awesome induction of our 2002-2003 team. It was definitely a great season when it comes down to that year. It was just magical. We got pretty cocky once we started winning, and we didn't want to have any losses for the MAC 8. So Jim Verba definitely was giving himself a little bit of an underrating when he says that he yells a lot. We definitely. I'm glad that there's no windows in that school gym because they definitely would have had to been replaced multiple times. We had a phenomenal coaching staff. Jim definitely gave us a lot of phenomenal work ethic, great plays, lots of practice, and not to mention our assistant coaches. I didn't even know that Borges actually had other things besides sweatpants because he was always he was phenomenal at scouting and he always had the best sweatpants on. But the girls were phenomenal. We had no juniors. It was just a team of seniors, sophomores, and freshmen, and we got the job done. Could not have done it without my co-captain, our co-captain, Jess Latimer. So she's also going to say some things up here as well. So,
high school feels like such a long time ago, but the memories that we made that year are super fresh. I had the opportunity to look through some photos that we took that year, and I mean, it was such a magical season. It was all about the beads, right? We kept playing because every game we won, we would put a bead on this safety pin. And at the end of like a few wins, we were like, we need another safety pin. We were just dominant that year. And the freshmen and the younger classmen that came up, those were not easy shoes to fill. Dana and I are super competitive, not only with other people, but amongst ourselves. We pushed each other to be successful, and it wouldn't have happened if it weren't for you guys pushing us and us as a team to get better all the time. Our coaching staff was just so inspirational. Everybody who was on the bench had a significant role in us winning and having such a tremendous season. As I look back, there were some of the best times. I know that I speak for the team to say those were memories of a lifetime, and I'm so glad that we're being honored all together. It's so nice to see everybody and all be together today, and thank you so much for your support. Coach Verba, I was blessed enough to actually have another 5 years with you at BW, and I have to say that I continually look back on my time as a student athlete at Brooklyn with wonderful, wonderful thoughts. Thank you so much for everyone who came out to support us throughout our season and today, and it's such an honor to be here. Thank you so much. Just to recognize a couple of the girls here. I know, we don't know everybody's married name or anything like that, but are they in here at all? Yeah, okay.
We have everyone but I think 3 of them here tonight. So we have Jackie Bisson, we have Courtney Carter. Wait, where did Courtney go?
Is Courtney? Okay, Courtney's not here
Courtney's
anymore.
gone. We have Jackie Hannum here. We have Michelle Owens. We have Jamie Metz. Jamie Metz. Okay. And Janie Wilhelm. And then Sandy Neal was our assistant coach. We had Mr. Sweeney. We had Coach Borges.
Powerhouse.
And Dr. Ted Caleris. Were you a doctor at that time? Oh my God. When I saw that, I was like, okay, all right, okay. Yeah, I love it. But we had a phenomenal team with great times and great memories. So thank you guys so much for letting us be a part of this.
Such an honor. Thank you.
Mr. Verba, thank you for letting me ride your coattails. So now I'm officially in the Hall of Fame, so thank you so much. Before I announce our next recipient, just one more round of applause for all of our inductees, please. The last award of the evening is called the Ron Zutti School Engagement Award, and I'm going to read something, tell a short story, and then announce our recipient. Ron Zutti, former teacher and coach at Brooklyn High School, exemplified commitment to Hurricane academics, athletics, music, and performing arts. Known as the original Mr. Brooklyn, Mr. Zutti was beloved for his efforts in the school and community. Brooklyn City Schools is proud to establish this award in his honor. And we did this last year, and the reason we did this, Mr. Zutti was actually inducted into the Hall of Fame, I think it was in 2018, and he actually turned down the honor. His philosophy was, and we had this conversation, that he truly felt that to be in the Hall of Fame, you needed to be an alumni of Brooklyn City Schools. So I tricked him and invited him last year to do our keynote. But in that, we named an award in his honor because of his contribution to the school, the community, and his lasting legacy in our Brooklyn community. And one thing I want to say, and I know some of our students left, but what the common theme with everybody on this stage, all of our former inductees, all of our current Hall of Fame members, is how much they've given to their community, their families, their friends. And obviously the acknowledgement of what they did to get into the Hall of Fame was important, but every one of these people, every person we've honored in the past is just an amazing person, amazing group of individuals that have just given to either the Brooklyn community or their community. So I am happy to announce this year's recipient of the Ron Zutti School and Community Engagement Award, Mr. Earl Blum. And I'm gonna read his. Don't start crying, Mr. Blum. Don't. Earl Blum is a 58-year resident of Brooklyn and the proud father of 2 Brooklyn graduates, Eric and Todd. As a strong supporter of Brooklyn City Schools' educational programs, levies, and activities throughout the years, Mr. Blum served on the Brooklyn Board of Education for 8 years during the 1980s, including a 2-year term as board president. During his tenure on the board, the current Brooklyn Stadium and track was constructed and district entered into an agreement with Caleris Career Center to provide vocational education. Mr. Blom also helped design, procure, and install the bus transportation radio communication system. He has been a member of various City of Brooklyn committees and currently serves as member of chairman of the City of Brooklyn Board of Zoning Appeals. In 2009, Mr. Blom was honored with induction into Cuyahoga Heights Schools Hall of Fame. We won't hold that against you, Mr. Blom. 1961 graduate of Ohio University with a degree in electrical engineering, Mr. Blom had a successful 35-year career at NASA Glenn Research Center as an electrical designer, engineer, and manager. As Chief of Engineering Support Division at NASA Glenn Research Center, Mr. Blom was in charge of computer-aided design, computer-aided manufacturing, multi-million-dollar engineering support contracts, and software design engineering. Mr. Blom designed, installed, and operated the first digital logic programmable controller installation for testing and operation of a jet engine test facility. He was also a member of the Atlas Centaur launch vehicle team responsible for launching scientific and communication satellites and planetary science missions. Mr. Blom, since I returned in 2020, has just been an amazing resource and asset to not only our school district and our community. I could call him. He's up here in a minute. I actually even suckered him into being part of a video a couple years ago, and he did that without hesitation. And it is just an honor and privilege that he's been part of our community for the past 58 years. I find nobody better to receive this award than Mr. Blom. So please, Mr. Blom.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Ted. I am so deeply honored to accept this Ron Zutti Community Engagement Award. And I want to thank those who thought I was worthy of this recognition and selected me. I would also want to thank my family, friends, colleagues who supported me and reinforced to me through the years how important a strong school system with excellent educational opportunities is to a community like Brooklyn. The strength of any community and its attractiveness to young people is its school system, and Brooklyn has a great one. We as a community have no bigger responsibility than to provide our children with the best educational opportunities and resources. In 1966, my wife Joan and I were looking to build a home and raise our family in a community that offered great services and a great school system. We purchased our home in Brooklyn, and it was one of the best decisions that we made in our life. When the time came, we entered our children in the Brooklyn schools, and we were not disappointed. Joan and I feel that our two sons, Eric and Todd, who graduated from Brooklyn and then the University of Akron, received an excellent education from Brooklyn, not only due to the great educational resources available to them, but also due to the many great teachers that they had. I feel that those same educational opportunities and teachers exist today in our school system. During my board member days, I got to know many of these teachers. These teachers had the very positive influence on their students and community. One of those great teachers was Mr. Ron Zutti. His enthusiasm and dedication to teaching was outstanding, and he was a mentor and inspiration to our students. I heard his praises many times, not only from my two sons, but also from the many parents that I had contact with. As a school board member, you are tasked with making decisions that not only affect the school, but also the community. Most are positively received by students and community, but some not so much. During my board member days in the 80s, of the many decisions that we made, 5 of them stand out to me. The first was the rehab construction of the stadium and the track to basically what it is today. This was a very exciting time, and everyone looked forward to the first football game to be played in it. Today, it is one of the major facilities of our community. The second decision was to join Caleris Joint Vocational School. Now, we had our own excellent vocational school with great teachers. We offered automotive, electronics, cosmetology, and woodworking shop classes. But these classes were all that we offered. My son Eric was in the electronics class. But Caleris offered many more classes over a broader spectrum. I recently counted 28 different vocational courses offered by Caleris. We felt that we needed to offer these additional vocational and educational opportunities to our students, as not every student is going to go to college. For many in our community, shutting down our own vocational program was not a popular decision. And we heard about it, but we made it, and we joined Caleris. When you look at the positive results our students have had at Caleris throughout these many years, it certainly was the right decision. The third decision that we made was to install radio communications in our transportation fleet. We recognized the need for this additional level of safety for our students and staff. I had the opportunity to work with the supplier of the system for the design and installation. We didn't hear any flack from any community regarding the installation of the radios. The fourth decision involved Markwood Park. The school owned that property. We already had Hurricane Alley with Rowan and Brookridge schools, plus the high school, and we didn't need the land to expand anymore. We had our architect draw up plans for a housing development with plans to sell it to a developer. We ended up selling it to the city, and today Markwood is one of our great city parks. The last decision was a very different one. At one point, we were between school treasurers for a few weeks, and bills and payroll need to be paid. The staff in the treasurer's office kept everything running, but someone had to be authorized to sign for the payments, especially the payroll. I was elected by my fellow board members as temporary treasurer. I signed what was necessary, and everybody received their paychecks on time, and we didn't hear any complaints about it. Mr. Zudi's not here, unfortunately, but as I look back at the school history, I realize how lucky we were to have him as one of our teachers. He was a beloved inspiration to our students and staff and to all that came in contact with him. I am so honored to receive this award that was created in his name. Again, thank you to those who thought I'm worthy of this special award, and go Canes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Blom. Quick shout out to Bobby in the back, who is taping on our YouTube channel. So for family and friends that are not able to be here, you'll be able to access it at some point on the YouTube channel. I want to thank you again for being here tonight. I want to thank our Hall of Fame committee for always putting on an amazing event. And this is the third year that we've had this back in quite a while, pre-COVID. But it's important that all of you, anybody listening at home, that you get the Hall of Fame committee worthy applicants so we can keep this ceremony going and keep honoring our past. So thank you once again. In the cafeteria, there will be desserts and polos, right? Polos? For the Hall of Fame inductees. And teams, sorry. Thank you. Have a great night. Sorry, Ron. That was pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Come back next year. Try to come back every year. Yeah. So who's on this board that can nominate people? You can nominate anybody. You can nominate whoever you want. How do you do that? You go, it's closed right now, but in like 3 or 4 months, probably February, it'll open back up and you can start, you can nominate. So watch for the, if you're looking to nominate your brother, and they gotta like win, like either place a state or something, big thing. So I know we've had a lot of people that like, my brother was this, my brother was that, my brother went to be a doctor, and I'm like, well, he went to college and he got an education, and that's what he was supposed to do. It's like, you got it, like, okay, like I went in the Army, somebody wanted, no, I don't want to be nominated, not for going in the Army, like half the crowd has been in the service one way or another. I said, I didn't get the Medal of Honor, but if we get the Medal of Honor, then fine, yeah. But no, I said, we don't, like, put people in who went 4 years of college and was out on a thesis or something. No, it's something like, I'm just thinking, remember Deanna Rose? Yeah. She was like state. Yeah. If she went to, even if she went to state, we would probably be okay with it. We would look at it. But they got to actually get somewhere. Not just she was on the dean's list and she, she played softball for 4 years and ran track for 4 years. Well, hey, we all ran track. We all played for this, that. So, I mean, you have to be a standard. You have to stay. I mean, we had one guy nominate somebody because their dad was the deacon of the church and he straightened all their fires out. I'm like, you really? No. I'm sorry, I can't put that. I mean, we got Jenny Young, who was a state champ, that the minute she hits her 10-year mark, she's just out of the track. Yeah. I go, I said, she's going to automatically get put in right away without even thinking twice.
Where do they have all the track stuff? There's still, someone had sent me pictures a few years ago that they had all the track workers and stuff. Are they still in the school?
An athletic director years ago took everything out of the trophy cases and threw it all away. So this is old stuff. We don't want it anymore. He threw it all away. Ray Math knows who it was, and he's like, I tried to get stuff back out, but people were going through that grabbing shit like crazy. So we don't know who has it.
Jerry Krupa took a picture of one of them. He goes, look, you're still up here, you know?
But no, I don't know if any we have some of the stats that are in the athletic director's office, but it's just like if you, whatever your best time, whatever the best time is, like if you broke a school record, it's
it's in there, but there's so many records have been broken.
Yeah, I'm just
You know,
curious to
it's
see
just
what's
like-
out there now, because I had 3 of them out there.
We haven't really even caught up with a lot of the records that were broken with all the ones that have been broken. We've had some really, really good track people.
Yeah, I know. One of the girls I work with, I think her father, she went here, I found out too, Hubble.
Yeah,
Allison Hubble.
Yeah.
And
I
Rand
coached
Hurd.
middle school. My son and I coached middle school. And we may end up being coaching the varsity this year. So, yeah.
Small world, yeah.
Yeah. Because nobody really wants it. I mean, unless there's a job attached to it, they don't want to coach anymore. As soon as, we had like 80 kids for a football job. As soon as they found out there was no job with it, no teacher's job, I don't want this. I'm not
Years
doing that.
ago, you couldn't be a coach unless you were a teacher.
Yeah.
You know?
So, yeah, it's like big time difference. Sandy.
Well, I'm going to head out. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Take care.
See you later. You know,
Very awesome.
they put it off.
Okay.
Just keeps getting mentioned.
As a second thought.